you know, because I got a lot of models with it, and I'm decided to give something else a try. And brings me to this guy right here. I think you guys can see it. And the guys at Aero Panda. So Danny and is it Marvin or Melvin? Marvin. Dang, sorry, I forget it. Danny, Manny. Sorry, Danny and Manny. There we go. At Aero Panda, great guys. You know, good dudes. Yeah, they're in it to make a living and make money, but they do go over top and make sure you're taken care of. And they just run a good business. So I got to give them props. They've really done, you know, everything from the logos and, you know, their theme, just to how they are in general. They're really good guys. So highly recommend them. So that's who this came from. And I will kind of, I can't show you everything because I give it away too soon. But, let's see, oh crap. What is that? Oh, holy shit, they even have cookies now. As if I need a cookie. But anyways, so I'm gonna kind of grab these things and not show you because I don't want to give it away. Set this aside. And it's kind of a big box. Inside of another box. Okay. And you probably giving it away if you can see the sticker on the box. There. So, bam. See, and I kind of looked around. I kind of played the game. Hit that and see if I can get the front to come on because my phone is kind of stopped up. But I went with the Jetty. And it's their 24 channel. So let me kind of make sure I can still see myself here. Yeah, we're good. Okay. This is what sucks when you do everything by yourself. Nobody likes me enough to come over and hang out in this big ass shop, I guess. Anyway, so 12, that's not too bad. Sorry for the long-winded video. And then another box. Bam! Oh, look, my camera's working again. Oh, it's all working again. So if you look, gives you the DS24, and I got the orange anodized. They had them in stock, which is a good thing. It is not a cheap radio. I am not gonna lie. I will have to sell some stuff. To kind of recover some cost. Yeah, they have them in stock, and dude, they got it out the same day. I called Danny to make sure they had it. They even caught something that I had done when I added some extra receivers and stuff. Oh, I love that case. The case is. I'm not the first to do this video. I think there's been some others to do this kind of a what's in the box video. But they got these beautiful, beautiful cases, and they got little rubbers on them, little rubber pieces. So, it's a pretty. It's a pretty, man. I'm gonna grab the camera so you guys can kind of see. Anodized aluminum, as everybody in the world says, but the U.S. peeps, aluminum. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Ooh, and the locking thing, that's kind of nice. Keeps it from falling back down and hurting something, your fingers or your radio. I didn't know this, but it just does come with a receiver. It comes with one of their 8-channel receivers. This is the Rex 12 Alpha. Oh wow, that's a nice receiver. Has its own power supply to it. The only thing I'm gonna say is I hate XT60. But you know, that's little things. I can always do a conversion from XT to, I'm sorry, multiplex. I hate multiplex. From multiplex to XT. But they give you the piece if you need it, and some mounting pieces, which is nice. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I didn't know it had the 12 in it, which is nice. What else we got here? This is the adjuster, the screwdriver and adjustment thing, which I'm gonna have to do a lot of reading. before I dig into this, because I don't know anything about you. I've been Futaba for years. Looks like a neck strap. Nice little neck strap. Good. I fly with a neck strap. I'm not a tray guy. It's so funny that they have a cookie. Sorry, I sidetracked on a 15-minute video. But yeah, it's a cookie. That's awesome. Anyways, and a charging cable. It's a USB-C plug on it to a USB, which is nice. And then the radio itself here, and this is a mat from what I saw in a video that you can put out to set your radio on, which is kind of nice too, because I'm always real hesitant on doing that. But here you go. Let's see what she looks like. And this one's a little bit lighter than the prior version, supposedly. Still a heavy radio, but wow, there you go. Kind of see it. I got, like I said, I got the orange, anodized orange. Looks great. It's got a film on it, protection. Yeah. Wow. Like I said, I kind of stayed away from these because I have small hands, and ergonomically, it's still got the tray radio kind of feel to it. I know it's a handheld, but that's kind of been that's what held me away from it a long time ago when I actually thought about changing a few years ago, was the fact that I couldn't get full displacement of the sticks without having to reposition my hands and trying to reach the switches with my fingers while and it was an issue. In Futaba, you know, luckily I can just make the sticks come out, and it makes it easy. And I know you can do that with this, so I'll have to play around with it, and I'll just have to get used to it at this point. But yeah, it's I mean, they're nice radios. I've known that. I mean, they've kind of taken over the scene, which is fine. But this is the DS, the 24. With the NG, I don't know what exactly has changed on the 900 megahertz side, and it's my first time using 900 megahertz. I know Futaba's got that coming, and the next flagship is probably 2 years away, so I just couldn't wait for it. I hate to say that, and I'll reevaluate if Futaba comes out with something down the road that gives me the full channels that I want. I might go back. We got it. We never know, because no issues with Futaba. I love the programming. Yeah, I've had some headaches, and they're just behind. But I like the ergonomics of the Futaba, and I know it. Granted, so I'm gonna have to learn this, and there's plenty out there. There's plenty of people with them that can help. So I don't think there's gonna be any problem with that. And from what I understand, this thing, you know, will be a breeze. I've actually got some. I ordered these with it just from Extras, so I'm going to be in the F20. God, man, sorry for the long video. They got the Central Box 400, which has the full 24 channels for the SU22. So that will start. I got to pull out my brand new DLP-H2 that I just bought. So, and I got the Alpha 40s receivers. I thought about using the smaller like 3-year whatever channel, but they said you just don't get the signal strength, so they didn't recommend using that as a primary. But then I had another buddy said, like, well, that's all I use because I have 900 backups. Like, what's the, you know, that's what it's there for. But I'm like, well, I don't know how 900 works. I don't know if the signal strength is as good as the 2.4. If it goes, I don't know. It's a backup for a reason. But his thought on that was, well, you got a primary and secondary, and then the 900. So if the range on the two primaries and secondary are not good enough, it's going to go to the 900. So you're good. I'm like, okay, that's a valid point. So might be something I think about in the future. But they recommended the Rex 7, and that's kind of what I've got. They have I guess they're based on the length of the antennas, and the Alpha 40 has kind of got the longest antenna. So you get and I think it's the way the antenna is it gives you the strongest signal capability possible. So, but yeah, I bought some of the extra of those, and then so this is the 900 megahertz. This is the primary, secondary. Said I didn't know it had this in there. I'll save this for another model, like something smaller that I can use just a 12-channel receiver without a power box, because like I said, you just plug right in, it'd be awesome. And then I got their little, this is, I think he said this was kind of a new thing. I mean, it's probably been out for a while, but they do have them in stock now. It's the RCSW, which is the remote switch. It looks like the smaller receiver, but it's without the antennas on it. And I asked him, well, what's the difference? He's like, well, the receiver version that does both uses a lot more like passive voltage when your system is shut down, and it will drain your battery overnight. He's like, but he's like, you could be feet, like 20 feet away from it, it would still turn your model on and off. This one, you have to be closer, but it's a lot less. Like it's a fraction of what the other one apparently was, from what Danny told me. But anyways, that's a 21-minute video. Sorry guys for all the rant talking. But I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on this. I know there's plenty out there, and I hate it if I'm double tapping, how-to videos. But hey, it's new to me, and we'll figure it out on the F-22 here, and then the two models that are coming. Well, the model that's coming in the spring will be used. This will be used for too, and I'll learn what I do on this one and put it in that one. So I'm gonna end this because it's a long video. I'm not gonna probably do a high quality on this because that's gonna be a forever of a video. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think. For you Jetty guys, if you got any tips for hits, put them in the comments. If you know any good websites for guys that have good tutorial videos, shoot it my way. Yeah, you guys have a good one. I don't even want to check the football game. The Tide's getting rolled by Georgia, I think, and I don't think it's going to be anything but a one-sided game. So I'm just out here chilling. But anyways, you guys have a good one. And sorry for the long video. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah, cheers.